My son Ethan is 7 years old, and he is the best thing that has ever happened to me. He also has a rare metabolic condition that means his diet has to be incredibly specific. We're talking specialist ingredients, some imported, some compounded by a nutritional pharmacist. A single protein source costs me $200 alone. His full daily meals run close to $800 every single day. It's not a choice, it's not a lifestyle. It's what keeps my son alive. I never made a big deal about it at school. Drop off the lunchbox, smile at the teachers, get on with my day. Then Marcus decided to make it his business. Marcus is the father of a boy in Ethan's class. One afternoon, he stopped me in the car park, said he'd noticed Ethan's food, said his son had been asking for meals like that. Then he smiled and said, I'm quoting directly, I'd pay you $10 a day to make some for Dylan, too. $10 for $800 worth of specialist medical nutrition. I told him politely it was medical, not a meal service. He laughed and said, Come on, it's just cooking. I walked away. I thought that was the end of it. It wasn't. Within 2 weeks, Ethan was coming home upset. Kids were calling his lunchbox weird. His teacher pulled me aside and suggested Ethan eat separately to avoid disrupting others. A parents' group chat I never knew existed was circulating messages calling me difficult, precious, the type of parent who thinks their kid is more special than everyone else's. Marcus was running all of it. He filed a complaint with the school board, got 3 other families to co-sign it. The school sent me a formal letter asking me to justify Ethan's meals. Then Marcus found me in the car park one last time. No smile this time. He told me to stop making things difficult, told me I didn't understand how things worked around here. And then he said, think carefully because his wife was the CEO of a regional logistics company, and people like her had influence in this town. He thought I was a struggling single dad. I drive a modest car, I wear plain clothes, I don't talk about work. What Marcus didn't know is that I am the founder and CEO of one of the largest private intelligence and security consulting firms in the country. We hold federal contracts. Our annual revenue is in the 9 figures. Our legal department has 40 attorneys. I went home and made some calls. By the next morning, I had a full legal brief documenting every incident, the chat screenshots, the school letter, every car park conversation my dash cam had recorded. My lawyers went straight to the National Education Authority, bypassing the local board entirely, filing a disability discrimination complaint against the school. The school's letter was retracted within 24 hours. Ethan's teacher was placed under formal review. The 3 families who co-signed Marcus's complaint received individual legal notices, each one outlining their personal liability for targeted harassment of a disabled child. All 3 folded immediately. But Marcus got something extra. His wife's logistics company, as it turned out, was mid-application for a significant government tender. A tender that passed through an oversight body my firm had a long-standing relationship with. I didn't interfere with the process. I didn't need to. I simply made sure the right people were aware of the public harassment complaint attached to her husband's name. The tender was paused for further due diligence, and then my attorney sent Marcus a personal letter, every incident, every document, every screenshot, and a civil harassment suit filed in his name, seeking damages for the emotional harm caused to a disabled minor. I'm told he called the school sobbing, trying to retract everything. I'm told his wife didn't speak to him for 2 weeks. I'm told he tried to send me a $1,000 bill in an envelope as some kind of peace offering. My assistant used it as a bookmark. Ethan went to school the following Monday, and not one child said a word about his lunchbox. His new teacher walked him to his seat personally. On the way home, he told me it was the best day he'd had all year. I drive a modest car. I wear plain clothes. I don't talk about what I do. But you do not ever mess with my son.